Guys, look at this candle. Well, from my angle, it's like split in half. Ooh, kind of see it there. It's like two separate ones and they're like connecting at the top. Now, I've definitely paid attention to candles before, but I definitely think that's like a sign, right? Twin flames? You know what? I'm gonna take it as a sign anyway. So I wasn't planning on making a video, but here I am. It's Saturday, October 8th, and pretty much the entire month of September had a great start, and then it went south. Not that anything happened. I think I was just like in a mood and lots of triggers kept pulling up. But let's see, it's been about 2 weeks since my last video and I feel pretty good for the most part. I did randomly get sad yesterday for like a minute and then I like stopped myself. Or I didn't stop myself, but I told myself this is just a thought. It's not real and you have every right to feel how you feel, but it's not the end of the story. So why was I emotional yesterday? I have no idea. But I got to writing. So I wrote like some of these concerns and worries that kind of, I guess I thought I resolved, but it is still kind of gets echoed to me, I guess, from other people and like triggers me when I see it, I guess, on like social media and like in everyday real life. So some of the things I listed, which are my concerns or worries, is like this feeling of loneliness, like, and I finding it hard to connect with others. And I know that's like not surprising when you're on the spiritual journey, because like I think certain people get kind of like pushed away from you for a reason. Obviously you have a lot to like heal and you can be distracted 24/7 and you're actually like not the same person as who you were like the month before or even like the year before, depending how long you've been on it. So sometimes it can be like super overwhelming, at least for me, and I'm a very like, well, I don't know. I feel like before the pandemic, I was pretty extroverted, and now with the pandemic, I've become totally introverted. But I usually like to like be around people, and nowadays I can't like do it for that long. I like feel like my energy just gets like drained out, and I feel like sad because I feel like no one's kind of on the same path as me right now, and maybe that will change in the future. But I just find it really hard to like relate to my current friends or even new people that I meet. My next concern that I wrote was like this feeling of just like maybe marriage and kids are just not in the cards for me. It's just like, it's just done. And I obviously don't want to think that way because I feel like it will happen, but it is kind of that looming feeling in the back of my head because through society, they tell you pretty much if you're a female in your mid-30s, like time to like get that ball rolling, which is so not true. And there's just all this pressure coming from like family and friends and whatever's going on around you. So yeah, even though I know deep down that it can happen and it's fine and not to rush, it still kind of trickles in and throws me in a mood, I guess. And the third thing I wrote was like, I won't ever feel like fulfilled and happy, and I'll keep trying to like strive for more and more and just never feel satisfied. And I don't necessarily know whether or not that's true or not. It was something that was echoed to me by my ex, who I was with for like 10 years. And he just says, like, you always just want more. But, like, I like to live my life in a way that, like, I try to learn as much as I can and see as much as I can and do as much as I can. Not because, like, well, I do want it all, but, like, because it's my life. I don't know how else to explain it. But anywho, I find, like, a lot of people don't really understand that concept. They're just, like, content with, like, their job and, like, I don't know, not traveling, I guess. Whereas me, I'm like, have this, like, so much energy, I'm very restless, and I want to, like, looking at flights constantly. And I just booked, like, a concert ticket today, actually, and I have no one to go with, so this will be my first concert alone. That's next week. But I was just like, screw it, like, this person never tours, so I'm gonna go and see them and not, like, kick myself when it's that day and, like, this show is sold out. So I'm trying to do more of that sort of thing to kind of push myself out of my comfort zone and do new things. But I don't know, I feel like most people don't get that, which is totally okay. I just feel like I have, I don't know, some DNA makeup that it's, like, extra in me, I guess. And another, like, concern or worry that I have is, like, my best years are behind me. And I also think that's, like, society and, like, some of the people that I surround myself with, like, I don't know, I feel like everything is kind of like, well, it was like this, and now we're just, like, on two separate paths. And with me and some of my friends, like, they are just, like, not motivated to try new things or, you know, go out walking, like, simple things like that. So I feel like, you know, in my 20s, I was, like, not constantly, but I was, like, out for, like, happy hours more and, like, what else? Just people were more open to do things, whereas now it's just not the case, which is funny because I feel like in your 20s, like, we all didn't really have much, like, money, but we all, like, went and spent money. And now that we're in our 30s, we have money, but, like, no one wants to do anything. This is weird. Let's see. Oh, the last thing I wrote was, like, I will kind of, like, I feel like I may remain stagnant in life because there has been, like, no significant change with at least my job and friendships. My love life, yes, pretty much. That's the biggest change. And it's not like, obviously, these things are never gonna happen, but it's just been a while since anything has really, like, happened, I guess. Which, I don't know. Reading this now, I feel like I'm not giving myself as much credit as, like, I've done. Because there has been, like, a significant amount of change, just not in those things. So then I started writing more, like, all right, so I cannot just keep dwelling on, like, what's not happening and not manifesting and, you know, feeling like things are stagnant and never moving. Even though I'm, like, affirming every night and, like, changing my normal thought patterns. So then I was like, let me think about joy and things that make me happy. And, like, what I did the past year to really, like, bring spark back into my life and feel excited about things. Like, for example, this time last year I signed up for a pottery class and I've always wanted to try it and I had no experience at all. I was pretty bad at it, but I made 2 things and whatever. I probably, like, other people around me were making, like, 6, 7, 8 things, and I was just, like, fixated on trying to, like, complete one bowl. which I can show some other time. But yeah, I was still like, whatever, I'm gonna do it anyway. Who cares? I just don't want to like think 5 years from now, like, I wish I signed up for that pottery class or something like that. So, what fires me up? So, trying new things. So, actually, today I have been blabbing on to myself for about 4 months that I need to switch up my exercise routine because I did Orange Theory for the past 4 years, but like, I don't know, I'm just kind of tired of it. So I signed up for something called Pure Barre, which is very like slow down, minimal weights, and like working on like toning your body and other stuff. But it was cool. I was excited. Like, I was glad I survived that class. I was dying and shaking, but I survived. So now I'm gonna like, I feel like excited to look forward to the class on Monday that I signed up for and Saturday. So anyway, trying new things for sure. And actually, a couple hours ago, my friend texted me, hey, do you want to go to this random wine festival thing? I have an extra ticket, which never happens. So I was like, yeah, I'm coming. So yeah, I just feel like the more I kind of like am open to things, the more I get back. So it's a good reminder of that. Other things that fire me up, painting, which I've done with like acrylic paint, but now I'm kind of eyeballing like oil painting and like figure drawing and that sort of thing. Have I done either of those things? No. But it's like kind of like piquing my curiosity. So who knows? I think in a couple of weeks, maybe that's something I want to explore. Filmmaking. So this is funny. I used to like really love film. I took a film class like in high school for 2 years, and I really like enjoyed it because it was something totally new. I had zero experience doing it, but it was fun. And now these days, like on TikTok, I'm getting all these like really creative, independent filmmakers that pop up on my feed, and it's like kind of like making me like excited about it. So I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna go through that route, but like I'm watching a lot more kind of small directors like on YouTube filming like, I don't know, 7 days in Yosemite or something. But yeah, I really need to get back into it. It's really cool. And I feel like it's changed so much since like the last time I picked up a camera and like all the editing software and whatnot, techniques. Books, learning, art, music. Music is, the next week I'm going to 3 concerts after not going for such a long time. Plays. What else fires me up? Oh, just like energetic cities. Like I love New York. There's nothing like it. It's crazy, chaotic, but like you just see all sorts of things and people, and it makes me happy. So yeah, I need more of that. Or like exploring new cities. It doesn't have to be like huge as New York, just smaller ones. Being in nature, walking and biking, fashion, design. Yeah, I guess I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on like architecture and homes and things like that, which is funny. And fashion, I finally found clothes that I'm like excited to wear, because I feel like with the pandemic, there has not been many options on clothes, like nothing new and exciting. Anyway, what else fires me up? Spirituality, which I feel like I'm fully invested in, and trying to absorb and learn as much as I can. Down to earth people and spontaneity. So just like my friend texted me, want to go? Wasn't really on my plan today, but I was like, you know what? Why not? It's a nice day. Let's do it. So anyway, so this video was kind of random. I'm sorry, and no, I'm not sorry. I should stop saying that. Okay, I'm not sorry. I hope it gave you some ideas. If anyone has like anything cool that they're looking at doing or trying, I am very curious. So yeah, let me know. And I think from now on, well, the last few weeks and through now on, I will focus more on myself and less on like manifesting an SP and worrying about my job thing, and just kind of like doing things that make me happy and making sure that I am like trying to meditate at least like 10 minutes a day, if not longer, and kind of, I don't know, setting myself up for a good day and success. I hope this was helpful. This is really long. I'm sorry.